I don't necessarily know that I would know a Tatra like 5 years ago, but in the last 4 or 5 years, I've never seen a Tatra. Doesn't mean they don't exist. Never seen a man here either, and the MAN trucks. I don't think we have those here. I don't. We really don't have any of the cab overs here, but sometimes we see them in the box trucks. So
Yeah.
I've seen, was it Hino or whatever it is, and
I see some older like Freightliner cab overs every once.
right.
Kenworth.
You s-
They don't make them new anymore. They're like the really old ones from way back
okay.
that somebody has really kept up.
Right. Now I did see some. I forget what the brand is, but I saw some Russian tractors here in Ohio one time. They were old, like old Russian tractors.
MTZ.
Yeah, like MTZ or something like that. I wasn't sure what they were, but they were definitely
Was
not
it like
American.
what was it like the big one? Was it like a small one?
No, they were little ones, old, like old vintage, like
Old,
50s.
I mean, it could pretty much be an Ursus. Like it could be that.
Could be.
It could also be a MTZ.
They were white, but they had the big wheels like the MTZs have, like those big rear
Belarus.
wheels. It looked like an
Bel-
MTZ, like or Belarus,
Like-
yeah.
It could be either of those.
Captain Zank saw a man truck today. Now you are in where did you say you were again? Chile, Santiago. Yeah, we see Volvos all over the place. Yep. That's right, Timmy.
Ah,
Have any of you seen the truck with the three? Oh yes, yeah, it comes to our air show every year. I know which one you're talking about, you dog man. The rocket truck, the jet truck or whatever.
Yeah.
it's a monster truck with F-16 on steroids. Yeah.
It has three. It's three rocket boosters on the back.
Whoa, hi there, Jason. You're having a little drift event in our field. Come on, go across the ditch, jump across the ditch, jump across the ditch, jump across the ditch, jump across the ditch. Come on, I want to
JC's
see you, Jason. You're boring. You didn't do that.
Oh, that truck is. Oh, you went through the road. Okay. That's so funny, Captain Zank. Oh, because of the Brazil map, the Paraguay map or whatever, the Estancia La Pacho.
Estancia La Pacho.
You take that and do the straw if you like, or you go for it. I don't care.
Thomas Wazowski. We made our money back, Thomas.
I'll
Good
get started
job.
on straw.
Yay.
Oh, that's right, Big City. Big City was with me when we saw the truck. He and I went to the air show together with the kids. I'm actually shooting that wedding tomorrow. My friend Dan's getting married. He bought us all
Hey.
box like Barnstorm receipts, and the trade-off was I shoot his wedding for free. So I didn't know that until we got there. He's like, "Oh, by the way, because I got you these seats, you're shooting my wedding for free." I'm
JC,
like,
that's
"Oh,
an
okay.
abomination.
Thanks."
JC's got an
American
European
trailer with the
truck.
European truck. Yeah, I know.
with the American trailer. What the heck?
What the heck is that all about, JC?
Says the guy importing a fiance from England, but whatever.
Burn. Yes, but I am half English, so it runs in my blood.
Those darn European mail order brides.
What? I don't think the UK is known for mail order brides, but I could be wrong.
I'm sure they have some.
I think it's more like
isn't?
it's more like
feel
right
like it.
right now. I think the hot spots are like Ukraine and Philippines.
Wait for what?
Mail order brides.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what? Well, that's because you don't. Yeah, that's because they come from Poland to America.
There's no mail order rides going.
There are no mail order brides coming from the U.S. to Poland. Yeah, you can actually purchase a bride. It's a weird. It's really,
Oh, like people would rent themselves.
no,
Ki-
not,
kind of.
yes and
Not
no.
necessarily.
Yeah,
Like,
They sell
like-
themselves.
The girl
Like
signs
a-
up to a program. She gets sold to a guy. She gets a green card out of it.
yeah.
It's basically you rent somebody to be a bride at your wedding. Okay.
No, it's you buy
No,
an
you
actual
actually
Oh,
person
like
to marry
you
you.
marry them.
You married a person.
Oh, so you
Yep.
marry them, so that person gets a green card into the U.S.
Yeah,
Okay.
per-
Like,
Someone pays a fee for some girl from a different country, usually a less fortunate country or something,
Yep.
come over to America or wherever, and marry some guy in America.
Yep.
He pays for it.
Yeah,
So
it
he
pretty
gets
much.
a hot wife, and she gets a green.
But dowry.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those weddings. That part, well, no, it depends. Yeah, basically, like Larry said, it's legal human trafficking. I don't like it. I think it's a horrible thing. But it does
Well,
happen.
It does kind of depend, because one of my friends, his uncle did it, and they've been married for 15 years. They're still together.
Okay.
I would say
It's not
the difference.
completely illegitimate, but there is a lot of
Right.
it that's illegitimate.
Right.
and it's unlike human trafficking. They're not taken.
Yeah,
They
the women
actually
are
sign up
volunteer.
for-
Right. They
Right,
volunteer.
they
for it.
volunteer because
Right.
they just want to go to America, and it's a way to go to America. So
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
whereas
I was-
human
I was-
trafficking, they're taken
I was
usually out of America.
Yeah, I was expecting for somebody to finish after America.
No.
Emigration.
Yeah.
Emigration really keeps close track of that stuff now, though. It's much harder to do that than it used to be.
Yeah.
They're really, really strict. They want to see all kinds of records and photos and
It's gonna
proof.
get really hard once that wall goes up.
Yep.
Ugh. Ooh. That's
Oh my
cold.
gosh.
Come on,
Well,
Laffer, just floor it. Just
no,
floor it straight ahead of you. Just do
The
it.
people that are coming in illegally are, there's a difference. The ones that are coming in with the K1 are coming in legally.
Timmy asked, "What is the return policy on those?"
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, not necessarily. You can also be like a jerk or socially awkward, right? I mean, if you ever watch that 90-Day Fiancé stuff, you see it happening. There's
The
a
return
team.
policy is half of everything you own.
Yeah, half of everything you own, right? What's up, Buddy Finch? You guess what came in the mail today, my bride? Like I saw one where the guy lived with his dad, and he had some girl from Ukraine or Brazil or something come over, and then as soon as she got there, he's like, "Okay, here's where the laundry is. This is the kitchen where you're going to be cooking, and this is the dishwasher. I got to go to work. Bye."
Oh wow.
I mean, it was like that bad, and she was like,
No.
So there are people that do that. So not only the brides sometimes are messing around, like using the guys, but sometimes the guys are just using the brides as like basically mail order slaves. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's the whole thing is. It's a scam. It's a scam.
I mean, if I wanted, for example, to with me and my parents to like get a permit to go into the US and actually settle there, like live there, because if I wanted to get one for like
You'd have to get a
2
work visa.
Yeah, like I mean,
Or
if I
student visa.
wanted, whatever, like if I wanted to go there for like vacation for the week, you can get that easily. But if I wanted to actually, live in the U.S., it would be a very hard time for me to actually get it because
Right.
like it's about like 10% that they review positively
Yep.
of all of the
What happened, Taylor?
of as people have. So
I left this time.
It's getting too choppy for you.
It's when I'm just sitting there, it's like around 30 FPS, and that's okay. But as soon as I start driving anything, it goes down to like 15, and that's
Yeah, that's not
unplayable, so I
playable.
just-
Yep. Yeah, it really still goes on. It's kind of scary.
So I don't know if it's just my computer tonight, because the last time I played it wasn't that bad. So I don't know. It's
Weird. Could be all the harvesting stuff that went on, and now we have material all over the map.
could be.
I wonder if that's it.
I mean, it's farmers, and what do you expect? It's gonna be like if there's something more than one person driving around happening, there's gonna be like.
We have a few more people this time too. So I don't.
It's weird. I mean, I'm definitely experiencing some slowdown, but not a ton.
I do know this map isn't like it's workable with multiplayer, but it's not fully optimized yet.
Right.
Because I know on when we were playing multiplayer on the on Ravenport, I had full 60. I had no problems there, no lag, no.
Right. Oh, weird, huh?
Bubble I know I had an exit right there, Arthur, but it's a habit now. I just have to go over to this. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm addicted to it now.
Yes, actually, Timmy, yes. So
It's
the
like
first
room.
time I ever watched 90 Day Fiancé, there was a lady that was a total sucker in Ohio, and she had a guy come over from the Middle East, and he was like at their it's like he would never. He's like, no, I don't want to kiss you until we get married. Like I don't want to even touch you till we get married. And of course, he's totally getting his green card. And then the day that they got married, like he wouldn't kiss her because it's like for religious reasons, because it was some like religious holiday. And then he, of course, within 2 weeks he left. But then he came back because immigration found out. And here's the thing: you have to stay married, I think, for a couple of years before immigration will issue any kind of green card or anything. I mean, for sure it's 6 months. Like they will not allow you to get a green card. So, like for Simone, she will not be able to work in the country as an employee until 6. You did see that one, okay, Captain? Yeah, obvious scam, exactly. And the lady had no idea he was scamming her either. That was the sad part.
About 2 years, you have to remain married, or they can revoke it.
2 years, okay. And they also, the green card doesn't come, I don't think, until 6 months, right?
Yeah.
It's 5 months or 6 months or something like that. So now, so legally she can't really work. So, Aww. Thomas, you want to marry an American bride?
Not really. No, I don't fancy going into the US actually.
How about Australia?
I mean, the only reason for me to go into the US is if I had a lot of money. Then I would go in there, make myself a driving license, drive a Dodge Demon at the age of 16. That's the only reason. I'm sorry, but I'm just in love with the challenges in general. That would be the only reason for me to try some cool muscle cars in there.
If you wanted to drive a cool, fast muscle car, why would you come to the U.S.?
Because there is none anywhere else.
In Europe, you have the Autobahn. You can drive as fast as you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the issue is finding the supercar or the muscle car.
Yeah, that's the problem. I know the Autobahn is there, and don't worry, I'm gonna be taking my Golf Mark IV and
Well,
speeding down it, probably blowing out the bottom of the transmission on it. Don't you worry. But there's just problem with finding the cars actually, and somebody
Yeah.
renting
Well,
it,
that's
because
true.
there's
Well,
just
if you want an American car, if I was in Europe, I'd just buy a freaking Audi and go
Porsche.
have.
Porsche.
The thing is with
The big city.
the thing is with the autobahn is that there's some people that's trying to put 130 kilometers an hour speed limit there all over the place now.
Oh yeah, do you think it'll
They
happen?
want to bring the amount of accidents down.
yeah, they're trying to enforce that.
Oh, they are
Yep.
actually going to put
Porsche.
a speed limit on it.
Porsche 911. Mark and I were looking at 1972 911s last night. The S model and the T model last night at his. I went over to dinner at Mark's last night. We were looking at old Porsches. Man, those 70s ones are awesome.
I'd want an
Oh, which one?
the Audi R8.
The R8.
It's like
Or, actually, my favorite Audi is the RS7.
Oh wow, Hamilton's. The RS7.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
it's the single most it's amazing. I mean, what I want is an
Interesting,
LS
City.
Volvo wagon. That's what I want.
A Volvo station wagon.
Station wagon with an LSX in it. Yeah, please. I want that.
I don't necessarily want the fastest 911. I like the vintage 911s. Like
I wouldn't think, if you're looking at like
2.4 liter. So I'm happy
if
with
you're
that.
yeah, if you're looking at older, Porsches, it's not necessarily to buy the fastest, it's just you're looking for the one that you really like. Like, like it's with cars like that, it's not necessarily about the speed.
Right.
Of
It's
course,
about
with the-
handling, right, and enjoying the ride.
Yeah, that's more of it. Like with the GT2 RS, yes, those are the fastest models, but they're not really, like it's.
I mean,
it's
I'm
not
sure they're
going-
fun. There's no
fun,
question about them
definitely.
being fun.
Yes, it's just when you look at these cars, and especially with what Arthur is looking at, you don't necessarily go for performance, but you go more for you know,
Enjoyment.
enjoyment out of it. And if you like it, and if you really you would enjoy the ride in it.
Well, Mark is thinking about going to contract in Afghanistan, and he's coming back with a ton of money. He's like, I'm going to buy a Porsche. He's like, and I'm going to fix up the RX-7, and I'm giving it to you. And I'm like, okay. I love that RX-7. I love that car.
There's no Polish cars that are made. There's none. Simply.
No, but he's saying like, do you have cars in Poland? Like actually have just like cars in general.
No.
You
I
said
mean,
no. No cars.
I like
actual
the
Polish
RX-8.
produced cars. We just don't have any Polish produced cars anymore. I mean, we have Polish produced IFVs, APCs. I mean, all of that good stuff, trucks, but we don't have any Polish cars like Polish brands. There's just none of them.
That's right, Larry. He'd be making about 120,000 a year or more. But he does.
Yeah,
he said he's going to buy a Porsche 911 and then give me the RX-7, and I'm like, all right. It has a sunroof. It's a 1980, so it's the original RX-7 body before they made it square. So it's like a real round, like it looks like a 1970s car. It's beautiful inside. It has the little green like Russian-looking gauges on for the speedometer and stuff.
I've got a full-size sedan with an LS3. It goes from 0 to grocery store in record.
No, I'm not looking for fast. I'm just looking for fun to drive. A nice Sunday afternoon ride.
I'm sorry, Johnny, but Mercedes-Benz SLR Speedlight Racing.
That's so funny. Skoda is made in Czech Republic.
Yes. Skodas are not Polish, no. Like
Owned by VW.
I don't remember offhand, you dog man. I'm sorry. Once again, in game here, I can't really check that stuff until afterwards. Thomas will get you set up, but it was like Michigan FS19 _ Michigan map or something like that. I don't remember. I mean, that was like 2 weeks ago. I downloaded it.
Yeah,
I got it from JC Breezy's link off of the Discord and the Facebook page.
Like one car that I would really like to have, and that's actually like reachable as would be a Skoda Rapid wagon, like the newest one.
Oh yeah, Skodas make cool. They're cool cars. I don't
like the Rapid looks so good. And
yeah, they're good looking cars and they're fast. They've been part Skoda. The Octava and the Fabia were both in World Rally Championship. I mean they're competitive.
The Rapid is more like a wagon thing. Still, they're cool cars. I would really, really, really want to have it. And like the newest Rapid GT, that thing looks amazing for just a normal car. Like it looks amazing.
There's a new one. What Happy Van Winkle? Sorry, new map. Oh, there's a new version of this map out today. We'll upgrade for next week.
No, the new one out is stolen.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a Lambo and a Ferrari, a couple Porsches. I'm going to put them in my 50-car garage out back. Right now I'm just trying to keep my my $4,000 Kia Soul from breaking. That's where I'm at right now, finance-wise. I've got the check engine light that comes on all the time, the tires that don't work in the snow, and the right bearing is going bad, and that's about where I'm at with my cars right now, Johnny. The Lambo's really not on my horizon right now.
So do you want a Lambo?
No, unless you can come into inheritance or something.
A pink Lambo. There we go.
I was seeing a
Oh, there
picture
you go,
of someone
Timmy.
with
Cool.
it was like a Honda with Lamborghini doors on the sides, and then a Lamborghini parked behind it with just regular opening doors, and it said Lamborghini doors. So terrible, even Lamborghini.
Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff like that.
Sorry, I just spilled cough drops all over my desk. Yeah, hopefully the train's not coming.
So a video on YouTube was some Australians that put a Honda Civic Type R engine into a Mini. It could just fit in it.
Into a Mini Cooper?
No, the old Mini.
Oh, the old Mini. Okay.
Now
Here people were taking, they were stealing Acuras and putting them in Honda Civics, like the engine in the Honda Civic. Like, why not just drive the Acura? Why bother with the Civic?
Went to a car show a couple years back, and there was a couple guys there with Pontiac Fieros that had LS1.
Oh, sweet. Now that would be cool. I could see that, but
Like the whole middle of the car is taken up by engine.
Yeah, right, John.
It actually went into the back, like into the trunk of the car.
I don't like
That doesn't
Bugatti.
seem safe. Those cars are really small.
I think the Bugattis are ugly. I don't like the Bugatti. They're fast, but I'm not I'm really not a supercar guy. I like cruisers. I want a convertible top or a sunroof. I just want to poke around. Maybe a 6-speed transmission, but it doesn't if I was a smaller guy, I would already have the Fiat Spider 124, the Mazda Miata version of the Fiat Spider. I love that thing. That car is amazing.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
Yeah, it's quick. It's got a convertible top. It's got a great transmission. It's fast. It's that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for around here. There's so many cops. It's like if you go over 50 miles an hour anywhere, you're gonna get a ticket. So it's just like you're just I don't know.
Asking for trouble.
Yeah, you're better off just having a fun car to drive, but one that's not like super fast because otherwise you're just gonna get into trouble. I had that Toyota and I got 2 tickets within a year.
I mean, it's
And it
nice
was not
to
a
have
fast car. It was just like an averagely okay car, but it handled well. Ticket,
I mean,
ticket.
It's, it's fun to have a nice fast car. It's just it's also like if you want a fast car and you want to actually drive it daily, it should be a good cruiser and just daily car too. And if you don't want to, you don't need to go fast. And
Yeah.
you can just drive it like a normal car.
There's going fast because you have horsepower, and then there's going fast because you're a good driver. Hey Thomas, I'm going to drop this tractor here. Can you empty it out and then return
yeah, sure.
it?
No worries. No worries.
Even supercars, you can drive slow. It's
I
just-
mean,
Right.
yeah, it's just they're not really, they're not dailies. They're not good dailies.
Yeah.
I don't
Damn
know.
it.
right.
Like,
No,
Well, that-
no swearing.
that- What?
Who swore?
Jason. Was
JC.
Jason? Was Jason
Oh.
there?
JC.
I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing.
My Kia has no soul left.
I didn't hear nothing.
Ooh, 76 Bonneville. That'd be nice. And I've got nothing against horsepower cars or anything like that. Like, I'm not saying supercars aren't cool, but it is impractical. Like, I don't know that I would want one because, like, if you watch the Grand Tour where Jeremy and, the 3 guys take the sports cars out, like, they take the supercars into
Yeah.
Italy, and they can't even get, like, through the cities because they get stuck, on the
Too big.
curbs, and there's, like, they can't park them because
Yeah.
they don't, it's just like, forget it. I don't need that.
Well, that's why if I could buy a supercar, I've always
I want a
wanted
Porsche.
I've always wanted the Audi RS7 because it's got
Oh.
like 300
RS
some horsepower.
But it's a
really
good
fun, got a
driving
lot of
car.
speed.
Yeah, it's a comfortable car
Right,
to
but
drive.
and it's a 4-door and it's a hatchback, so you've got room.
Yeah, and the
and
RS7
comfortable, but it's also got speed.
yeah, RS7 isn't a supercar, by the way. Just FYI.
But
Well,
it's
no, but
it's
it's
close.
got a
I
lot.
want
it's a fast car. Yes, it's
like
definitely
like a
a
supercar,
sport hatchback.
like a cool supercar that I would consider to be like an NSX,
Yeah.
because those are they're practical. They're made for driver comfort on top of the speed and the. By the way,
It's more like my car. It's just a big sedan, 4 doors, lots of room, but it's got a freaking 415 horsepower Corvette engine.
what kind of car is it? Is it Impala?
Chevrolet SS.
Yeah, the Impala SS. Yep.
Oh, the
Not an Impala SS, just a.
Oh, just the
a-
SS.
a
Okay.
24
Oh, so it's a
just-
newer one. Okay. All right. Yep.
Yes.
I'm
So,
thinking
yeah,
I'm
after-
thinking of the '80s one. You know the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
I know which one you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
the big, that look like the Caprice.
Yeah. What a cool car.
Yeah, it's Chevy made the SS. It's a newer car. They made it after the G8.
Yep,
Okay,
I had
okay.
a G8 before I had the SS.
Okay.
They're
Oh,
all
that's so
based
funny.
off the Holden Commodore, which is an Australian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Holden is a
Yep.
Holden, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Those are awesome.
I just took a car and rebranded it, and boop,
What-
there we go. That's
Hey,
a new.
hey,
Chevy.
Siebel, what's it called? He said there's a new truck sim game coming out.
Oh, I saw it. It's just.
And like
mean,
Benson said, the bottom line is, unless like I said, I get the RX-7, like it's cheap, and it's like Mark's car because it's fun to drive, it's cheap, it's what he paid like $3,000 for it or $4,000 for it, but it's a nice car.
A car that I kind of always wanted that looked really cool when I was in high school was the Mazda RX-8,
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah,
cool
that's
too.
what's-
Yep.
the rotary engine. That
Yep.
was that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this RX-7 has. It's got that. Now the downside with the rotary engine is every 100,000 miles you got to replace the seal,
The seals, yeah.
which you got to take the engine all the way apart. Yeah.
To do
That's
that, you
Mark's.
gotta-
Mark's
either
needs to be
You
done.
know how to do it yourself. You have to take it to a specialized mechanic.
Yeah, and Mark's
Yeah.
Mark's taking it to a place in Indiana that does it, and they have to do. I think I think it's like $600 or $800, but they're also doing like a 10 horsepower upgrade to it, and changing the exhaust out and stuff like that. So it's really not that bad. But yeah, they do eat oil. Yes, they do. Those rotor, it does eat a lot of oil. Yeah, it's.
Therefore, yes.
I'll tell you what though, it's cool sounding when you start that thing up. It's like, I mean, it doesn't sound like a regular car. It's pretty neat sounding.
You ever seen the big built-up ones at the drag strips that with like no exhaust pipes? They are loud.
Yeah, I mean, Arthur, have you seen what the Velociraptor is from the Hennessy?
Yeah.
It's-
Yes. Yep.
The 6x6 Raptor. Holy moly, is that an amazing car! just driving that, like,
Oh yeah, the Alaskan Truck Simulator. Yeah, it looks pretty goofy, but you actually have to change your tires, and I thought that was cool.
it looks very, very,
Right.
very, very goofy.
Yes, Larry, you're correct. The concept of the rotary engine was a neat idea. In practice, it's a pain. You definitely can, and this was back in the '80s. Cars were not expected to last. People bought new cars every 60,000 miles. The car was done. If you got up to 100,000 miles, it was amazing. The rotaries go about 90, and they have to be flipped around, but that's why they got rid of them. Yeah, pretty much, Johnny. It's a unique sounding engine. It doesn't sound like a regular car engine. It spins up rather than firing up.
When the really like built up turbocharged ones at the tracks, when they're idling, they just like they sound like nothing else. There's like blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's a rotary engine for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about practicality of supercars. If you're gonna be, if you're gonna have enough money to afford a supercar, you're probably living in a pretty big house. With a
Yeah,
lot
and you
of
probably also have a
space.
regular car that somebody
And
drives
have-
you around in, right? Yeah.
Not
The other
necessarily,
cool thing with that RX-8 was it was a sports car, but because they put the half doors on the back, it
Yep.
wasn't considered a two-door sports car. So for insurance,
Cheaper
It was
insurance.
actually,
Yeah. No, those
I mean-
I really like the RX-8. It got a really good review on Top Gear, but then he told about how bad I guess it's really bad in bad weather, like in the rain, it's horrible. But
oh yeah. Well, with the rotary engines, like when it's cold out and stuff, you have to let them actually get warm before you shut them off. Otherwise, they float.
oh yeah, Mark's done that
So, like,
before. Yep.
You start it up and shut it off, it will not start again.
Yeah, Mark's done that. He's like, it won't start. I'm like, and we looked it up. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Arthur, you can return both of the trailers. Because I'm
Oh,
okay
okay,
with-
okay, they're done, and that tractor too, right?
Yeah.
Do you
All
want to
of-
grab the cedar from the shop and fill it up?
Yeah, sure.
Let me see real quick here.
I mean, if you're gonna be buying a supercar, you probably live a different life. You have a big house, you have a lot of cars,
Yeah.
and you don't necessarily buy them for using them. You just buy them for a collection. So it's a whole different idea of buying cars. Like if you want a fast car for us, not like normal people,
Yes.
people that don't have millions in their account, then just buy a sporty hatchback or a sporty sedan. There's no need for a supercar because that sporty sedan is gonna give you a lot of fun, but it's still useful. I mean,
Tank Prey, I would say to wait till next week, simply because we've only got maybe like 30 minutes or less left. 35 minutes. Go ahead and join. You know what? At 35 minutes, that's enough time. Go ahead and join. That's fine if your mic is off. Just use the chat and join one of the farms where they're chatting using hand chat. Look for a farm that's empty or has like.
Where I used to live, I had a neighbor down the street who had a separate building on his property just as a garage, and like every now and then he would actually like a big truck would come by and he'd have cars
He'd have cars what?
delivered on the back of a truck.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I don't know why, but I really got hooked on both the Dodge Charger and the Challenger. I mean, the Dodge Charger, the newest one, it's a 4-door, and the Scat Pack is such a quick car, and it's like and you can still, it's still a sedan. It's still a very, comfy sedan that you can take around, and if you need to, you can haul butt very, very, very fast.
Yep.
I
know that feeling.
I get concerned about Chrysler. I hate to say it, but I don't know that I would ever buy a Chrysler. I've heard and
They
seen
keep mechanics in business.
Yeah, I've heard and seen way too many people that have had problems with him over a long period of time. Then again, I have a friend that has a Durango that has 300,000 miles on it, but he is a mechanic. What's up,
Probably
Casey?
also a little bit older when they actually built them.
Yeah,
The
true.
only Chrysler that I still enjoy is their minivans. The Town and Country is a pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, my
But
dad had
Here you go, Game
I
Different.
wouldn't
issues all
ever
over.
buy a.
Alfred, do you mind me giving Farm Manager real quick? I'll put on some wider tires on this because it has 10 horsepower less than this. I want to put the double zone on.
You sure
this tractor.
can. Let me get. There we go.
Of course, when it comes to choosing good cars, I probably shouldn't talk because I'm a Ford guy. So
They make okay cars now.
I mean, I love my car.
What's
but
up, V?
Every time you mention Ford, people are like, "Oh,
Found down for a dump.
Trucks are all right.
Yeah, they make good trucks.
That's a... What?
You do see some American oldies in your town, Benson? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love them. I do like old American cars. I don't know if I'd buy one. I don't know.
It's like my Ford Fusion has been like the best car I've ever owned. I absolutely.
Really? Yeah, my friend always gets Ford. He's got a Fusion. Is the Fusion the truck?
The Fusion is the four-door sedan.
Oh,
They're
okay.
mid-size sedan.
It's like a Taurus kind of now.
Okay. Is it the Edge then? That's the.
Yeah, the Edge is like the crossover. Well, it's a little bigger than a crossover. It's like a small SUV.
Okay. Well, then what other ones do they have?
Or that's the Flex. Maybe that's the Flex I'm thinking.
The Flex is
The boxy one. Yeah, my
the
father-in-law
Flex
had
is the
one.
boxy
Ex-father-in-law.
one. It's kind of like their minivan sort of it.
Yeah.
But like a cross. You can get it with all-wheel drive, so I guess it's
Yeah.
crossover.
Yeah, my
Then they got
father-in-law
the
had one of
Flex
those.
that's like a
Ex-father-in-law.
smaller SUV. They've got the Echo Sport now, which is one of those compact SUVs.
I think my friend has the Flex. I'm pretty sure it's a Ford Flex.
And then of course you got the
And he loves it.
the F-150, the Ranger, the Explorer.
Do they have the Ranger in America again now?
Yes, it just came back.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, my first car was an old Ford Ranger.
Yeah. Arthur, where do you want me to fill up? Are you gonna buy pallets or?
You can just get them. Yeah, just get enough seed to fill it and enough fertilizer to fill it, and we're gonna do soybean. Hey, what's up, little it?
I mean, the Taurus is the FPIS. Sorry, I'm talking police. They're pretty fun to drive around in. GTA at least. For police interceptor sedans, they're fun.
Oops. The only thing about this plow is it's pretty unforgiving when you miss stuff, but whatever. It'll get cultivated under.
It's a long boy, yeah.
As long as we get most of the field done, we're fine. These little spots will be.
Yeah, they make my car into a police interceptor now.
Which car? That's
the one I have, but the police version is called the Caprice PPV.
Oh, okay.
And the Ford the Chevy Caprice is a nice looking car too. Looks pretty intimidating for a police car. Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. But still, my favorite police car is just the Charger. I'm sorry, but it's the best police car.
I see the police use Chargers around here. Mostly they have.
Yeah, all the state troopers will use Chargers, and they have an SUV they use too. But most of our
Ford
county,
Explorers.
like our sheriffs, are going over to SUV.
Right, they all use SUVs. Yep.
Yeah, main casuals is either Explorers.
Yep.
Or Chargers. Or
because the
Crown
Explorer's
Vics,
heavy now, you know what I mean? So it's got weight to it. They can use it to push cars around, and
I mean, yeah,
they
it's
handle
a very
well.
good. It's a very good.
Yeah.
It's a very good police car. Like it's a SUV. If you need to, you can ram stuff off the road pretty easily.
Yep, but they're heavy. They've got and they hold to the road too. They don't.
Yes, like they're very good. They're very good police cars. Simply.
You guys see the
little
new
LT,
Chevy
okay.
Blazers?
Yeah.
They look like they should have a Hyundai badge on the front.
Yeah.
They don't look like Chevy Blazers. They look ridiculous.
I mean, the new Dodge Ram looks like the newest one looks so like from one side I like it, from the other I'm like, that's kind of.
Oh, the Dodge pickup. I love that thing.
Yeah, I love the Rams. I would honestly love to have like
Ha-
500.
Has anyone gotten the new Dodge Ram Rebel mod for 19?
Dodge Ram Rebel mod.
Timmy's, we mainly use Kias in Poland. You would see some
There's a pretty
also some
mod for FS8.
some Merc Splinters. You would see some Kias, but mainly Kias. Yeah.
Hey,
I
they're cheap
mean-
and.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They use the Subaru Impreza, right, Hamilton's? I've seen them do that before, actually.
I mean, Polish police just received have around the entire country we received Kia Stingers, which if you don't know what
yeah,
it
those
is
are cool.
one
Those are nice cars.
nice car.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, police
Yes, Larry.
departments just received those. So, and I actually saw one driving around where I live, so that was cool.
Yep, Ram's their own company now. That's correct. They are no longer Dodge.
Remember when the police in England used to drive Jag XJs around? Now they drive little hybrids that you could probably outrun on.
It's a Jag.
I mean, you definitely won't outrun them on a scooter because they'll ram you off it. Have you guys
Tech-
seen?
Yeah, I've
Because
seen all that.
Yeah, because there's in the UK there's a lot of like moped thefts basically where people just go on mopeds and steal stuff. The
Oh, okay.
British police was basically done of them, so they just ramp those mopeds and just ramp people off their mopeds. Like they don't care any longer. They just ramp them off the road basically, which is amazing. I just did the same thing as you, but I'm okay.
Which one do you want to do, Jeremy?
Oh, I know you can. I watch Top Gear
Oh, I want to
and
do
Grand Tour.
the one on
mean,
top.
Yeah,
So
Red 5.
fertilizer.
The police in Saudi Arabia is only made out of supercars and luxury cars, but that's
You want to get the rental item?
yeah.
yeah, I
In
don't care.
Italy,
Yeah, that's
like you see
Okay.
those, like you see those Lambos in Italy, but it's not like you see
Up
them
at the
every day.
store.
They're a very rare thing to actually see a Lambo, like in Italy. They're still there. It's just, you don't see it every day. You'll see it rarely.
Yeah, it's like here. When they have the Corvettes for police cars, you rarely see them. Once
Do
in
we
a while.
have any fertilizer out there?
I mean, there's Corvettes,
At the farm?
Mustangs, even. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you guys you
Well,
see.
So do I need to get some?
In
Well,
America, most of the Corvettes or
Make sure-
Mustangs,
hang on a
the
second.
police cars
Yeah, I'll
are
buy
usually
some.
Make sure you stay to the left of what I'm doing. Don't go behind me or up and down those open lanes because those are my turning lanes and I'll end up cutting into it.
Our state police used to have some Fox body Mustangs as their pursuit vehicles a while back.
Oh, those are the coolest thing in the universe.
Hamilton
Yeah, I
said
saw-
they said some of the divisions still use Jags. Oh man,
Well,
this is what we get for starting an
What type
hour
of
later.
car- What type of car is it they're using in NCIS? The TV series.
That's a Charger, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. I could walk under it.
I know if you go to places like Miami and stuff, sometimes you'll see the Corvette or Mustang police cars because they use them where a lot of the street racing and stuff happen.
Oh, right.
Oh, come on.
In Parrot Monkey, we're talking about a scene that in 1980 was a desert, and now it's a growing gigantic city.
Yeah,
Because of
Dubai
all
is
the oil
amazing.
that mined.
Yep.
I mean, it's just just how much money they make of oil, and that's why there is supercars in the police force. I mean, just imagine you go on your daily patrol and jump into a Ferrari 458 or even better, like a Bugatti Veyron.
Wait,
I mean,
you missed the
I
corner.
saw a Bugatti Veyron police car when I was in Dubai.
Thomas, you missed a corner.
yeah, I didn't know
That's
what
it.
you were talking about, so I just thought that was what you meant.
No,
so
I just meant here, like in these spots where I'm going up and down right now. Don't plant here yet. Just follow me. Back and
Dubai
long
has a
ways.
lot of
Once
it.
I'm done with this, then you can do this. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
cut
feel
this
you.
first, and then we'll So do the long stretch first.
I feel you. One thing that I very recently realized: Corvettes are not that expensive.
No, they're not bad.
The bottom end ones are actually relatively cheap.
Yeah, for what they are, they're not too
But
bad.
if you start going for like the special models and stuff, then you gotta shell out some money.
Yeah.
Just the normal Corvette that you would go there. Oh, I just want that, and there you
Oh.
go. Like
How much are they? Like 50?
60, I think, is where they
60?
start at.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad.
for the newest one. I mean, it's a pretty fast car you're getting,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they're not they're very I was surprised how of their price. Like I thought, hey, that's gonna be more expensive.
Then you start looking at Z06s and things, and you're looking at like now you're in the hundreds of thousands.
Right.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
80 maybe. I haven't priced a Corvette in a long time because I've never really done.
Yeah, that's why I rented that Red Alpha because he can fertilize and seed and cultivate all in one pass.
That's the one thing that I did hate that Ford did with like the Mustang is they made such a base model that you see them everywhere, but it's not even a special car anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Because
the
now,
new,
like every grandmother has a freaking Mustang.
I
that's
know.
A base model.
Yep.
Yeah, Mustang
Same-
with like a 3-liter V6.
That's the,
Yeah,
the
that's-
same thing happened with the original Camaros, which is why I think they dumped them and then.
like just seeing a V6 Mustang is just sad. Like, why does this exist?
I will say this though, I've driven the V6 Mustang. It's pretty fast. It's not a
I'm
slow
not s-
car.
I'm not saying it's slow or anything, but come on, a V6 in a muscle. No, just
I know.
no.
Well, they in the '80s they made a 4-cylinder Mustang.
Yeah, it's just
Well, that was back when there was a gas shortage.
yeah.
That thing was
You want cars
horrible.
that had huge
They don't want
engines.
to take it, man.
It still probably only got like 4 miles to the gallon.
I don't know. Let me
Well,
try. Let me try it, Jeremy.
The beauty
Like
now is you can
four-cylinder
get
trucks too.
Yep.
you can get a 6-cylinder EcoBoost Mustang, and so it gives you almost the same power as a V8, but you're not going to spend the.
Yeah, but it's a Mustang.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, have you guys seen the newest Shelby? I mean, that thing just looks. Oh,
You're not going to put Flowmasters on your EcoBoost V6 Mustang.
Oh,
No.
yeah, I got it.
I bet you there's people that have. I bet you I could find a picture
Oh,
of
there's
somebody
people
that
that
has.
have, yeah. But it's like, it sounds like the car's got, went to Taco Bell.
Right, you should.
Right.
But they do.
I would be
do-
embarrassed.
I do like that they do give some of those options in a way, because you have some people that like the look of the Mustang, but they don't need, raw V8 power. They're not doing all this crazy stuff.
Very touchy.
I mean, definitely. Like, I understand where they're going from. It's just as a car guy, I just yeah.
Wow, wow.
Like, I understand where it's coming
mean,
from. It's just as
I
a
would
car
say,
guy, just kind of
as-
understand
As
it.
pure car guys, they hate it, but Ford loves it because people buy the Mustang.
know.
Right. Yeah.
Ford's
True.
making money. They don't care.
I know. I am fully aware of that. But like, as a car guy, it just hurts my soul that they
I'll
do
say
that.
that because of them doing that, the Mustang's the number one selling, muscle car, but it's not. They're not actually selling more of the high-end V8 versions. They're just selling a ton of the V6.
No, that's enough.
Sorry,
That's why
Thomas.
my car got discontinued, is because they just don't sell enough of them for there to
Right.
be a.
Wait, no. This is plowed the right way. Wait. Stop. Okay.
Maybe one more.
Although the
Like mine-
beauty of that is now your
Oh,
car is
V8.
going to hold value because they didn't make a whole lot.
I've heard of
Yeah.
people having that issue before VH. Does anyone know he's trying to subscribe to the channel and he can't? Why Twitch does that?
Is if it's a Twitch Twitch Prime sub, if he's got a sub on another channel, it won't let him. Or if if it's been less than a month since he last subscribed.
Ah, okay. That could be it.
Like
I
when
mean,
You can only do one Twitch Prime at a time every month.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, Red 5 Alpha. Yes, the boss Mustangs are the best. I mean, yeah. I mean, like old, like I don't know,
You get 'em both?
60s, 70s Mustangs.
Jeremy?
A
What?
dream.
Did you get them both? All right. Field
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, my friend's rebuilding a 68, I think, or 69, something like that. Maybe 70. It's I think it's a 68 Mustang, and it's got the huge motor and everything in it. It's really cool. Fire
here,
engine
Bin
red.
Bin.
The Bugatti with the
Is
two.
they-
I've seen them do
is
that. The Veyron, yeah, that the 268 mile one. I saw them when they tested it.
I mean, you saw.
I think
you
they
saw
actually Top Gear actually I think set the record on that car.
I don't know, but you saw the ticket
got
that
field 15
somebody
to
got
harvest.
in a Bugatti, right? There was somebody in California in a Bugatti Veyron that, well, the ticket was for a Bugatti 2-door, and there's only one Bugatti 2-door, and somebody got, I don't remember what what the speed amount was, but it was well over 100 and I think it was, hold on, I'll actually search it up right now.
Oh, I see it.
For 5 minutes, James was the fastest. Okay, Timmy. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go, VH. I don't know why it wasn't letting you do it, but thank you for doing that, Timmy. It has 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, it's just actually one of them had over it. Didn't it? Like 1,500 or something like that.
Well, they made another version that went even higher.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, man.
ridiculous. It is a cool car. I mean, it's like 1,500 horsepower. I think there were 1,800, something ridiculous like that.
Oh,
There's like 16 cylinders and like 4 turbochargers.
The sound, it's just got that roar. It's
Yeah.
crazy sounding.
The speeding ticket was issued in California. It was for over 210 miles per hour in a 65.
In
And
a
it was only a
65,
ticket.
what?
It was 210
Oh,
miles
I'm going
per
the wrong
hour
way.
in a 65. It was just only a ticket.
Yeah,
If
that's that goes into the reckless driving category. You probably would have a huge ticket for that.
They got to catch him first.
I mean,
Right.
I mean, he got a ticket, so he stopped. I don't know why he would stop in a Bugatti when they,
What do
They'll
they pull
catch
him
it.
over in a helicopter?
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, they chase them and stuff. In California, it's kind of hard to get away.
I actually think
There was a
that-
guy in England I know of who got pulled over, and when the police pulled him over, they said, "Why did you stop? That we had no chance of catching you."
He's like, well, I'm a good citizen.
Well,
Ah!
I mean, there was this story in the UK when they released the Vauxhall. What was it? I saw a YouTube video about it. It was like a Vauxhall 4-door that was like a very sporty version.
Yeah, the
Basically-
VXR8.
Yeah, the VXR. Yeah.
It's the Vauxhall version of my car.
Yeah. Basically, when they released it, somebody stole one with like a certain plate, and just one criminal group just did robberies across the entirety of UK, and they just couldn't catch them at all because they were like rovers and stuff, and they there would be a call and the car would be just gone, and if they tried to chase it, it would just away from them because it was such a fast car. And
Yeah.
like
The
they
Vauxhall
just-
one had a supercharged engine,
oh,
I think. As
no.
well.
Yes, the VXR had a turbo, not a super. I'm pretty sure.
Something.
I believe Jeremy Clarkson had that ticket up on Top Gear once.
Yes, he
And
did.
I think it was $500 or something. It was on.
Oh.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, I have it
Little
right
LT, I
here.
know. I'm excited too. When Washington
It
comes
was
out.
James Maynard was out driving the Veyron twice, but Bugatti's own test driver actually broke his record in it. I think it was 431 kilometers an hour.
Which is for you guys in the US, it's about 4 times 6, 240 plus about
200 and something.
220, 200.
Gotta be over 250.
JC's working.
No, not
Field
250.
13.
No.
250 was the record, wasn't it?
No.
It's higher
Maybe.
than that.
I thought it was 252 or something like that.
I mean, 431 kilometers would be 220, around 220, but I don't know what the record is. I'm not gonna tell you. I just told you what 430
I
kilometers.
think Big City said the
miles.
Veyron holds the record at 263 maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's the Chiron now that holds it.
Or not Chiron, yeah. And no, and he
Yeah,
said there's
new
another
one.
car. He said there's another one called like the Viper or something like that.
No, the Hennessy Venom is
Okay.
like it's not an
Venom, there we go.
official.
Because it's not a production
Oh.
car.
It's not. Yeah,
It's a
not,
custom car.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll be done in about 7 minutes here, Red Alpha.
yeah, the Hennessy Venom
behind
is a
schedule a little bit.
Lotus. If you just take a Lotus but stick a 1K plus horsepower
Thank you,
engine
Little.
inside of it, that's what you get. Buying a Hennessy Venom. I mean, the Hennessy makes crazy cars. I mean, they make the Velociraptor. They just make so much cars.
The question
Oh.
is, which car has the fastest quarter?
Yeah, those cars. It's not really which car has the fastest timer on the track. It's just who can go fastest. I mean, it's a sausage. it's
We're not
basically
doing
a
that
s-
yet, Pirate Monkey.
It's a sausage measuring contest, basically.
And we
what
changed it.
is.
We have to change that because we changed it from waxed back because Simone doesn't want to hurt me to I have to dress up like a woman.
That would be the Dodge.
So would you change it to?
No.
Wait,
What'd you change it to?
Talk about it later.
wait, 50K for
Okay.
pink hair.
You don't tell us,
50K for
she will.
pink hair. Okay, I'm actually gonna go and start a GoFundMe just for the. Please,
No, don't do anything yet. Don't do anything yet. Not,
GoFundMe.
we're
Hey,
not-
there's this one crazy guy in Ohio.
he said that'd be
will
fun, Art.
make
Very
his-
fun. Fun for you.
Yeah, it'll be fun to laugh at you making your hair pink. I mean, someone would be, someone would be happy
She'll
about
be
that.
gentle.
She has pink hair.
Yeah, she'll
Yes.
at least count to 2 before she rips it off.
And then pull it one.
Ex-wife has the kids tonight. You dog man, that is correct. This is my week off. I have to pick them up tomorrow night, so I get.
How's her little nerve thing in her tummy going?
It seems like it's starting to get better. They're just hoping that it gets better, because then that means that she'll be not having that problem anymore. She's actually had as gross as this sounds, a bowel movement, which hadn't happened for like 4 months. So.
Whoa, she hadn't pooped for 4 months?
Yeah. I mean, it was
What?
It was
What the
really
hell,
bad.
man?
I mean, after like a week, you gotta be thinking
I know.
Oh my God.
So hopefully, like, that's sorting itself out. But she still was pretty sick this week. She had but it seems like it's starting to correct itself. So.
I wonder what that first poop after 4 months is like.
Yeah, like, thank God, probably. Like, that's like one of the best feeling things I've ever experienced.
You okay, Jeremy?
What do I think of Star Wars? Love it. Hey, Little, I saw Star Wars the original in the theater in 1978.
I'm kind of jealous of that.
78.
Yes. My grandma and my mom went, and my grandma fell asleep.
You must have been a young kid, man.
I was
Smart lady.
I was 6,
What?
5, 6.
Fell asleep watching Star Wars.
My grandma fell asleep. I'm like, what?
Because I was only 2 years old then.
Yep, I saw
Smart
all
lady.
three. I saw all 3 of the original movies in the theater.
Oh, yeah? Awesome.
And man, I'll tell you what. You know what was awesome? When Blade Runner 2049 came out, our local theater did a special where we could see both movies in the theater. And I saw the original Blade Runner like 2 years ago in the theater, and man, it was unfriggin' believable.
Oh, shit.
What a gorgeous movie. And you'd never, even like on a nice TV, you'd never get the idea what it really was like. It is
Oh, yeah.
an unbelievable.
Director's cut.
Yeah, it was the director's cut. The filmography is unbelievably gorgeous on that movie. The sharpness, the quality of the cameras that they used, it's an unbelievable movie. I was blown away.
Nowadays.
I was blown away. I enjoyed it so much better than the new movie. I like the new movie, but the old one was just, it blew me away. And I've seen that movie a million times, but that was the first time I'd ever seen it in the theater, because I was a kid when it came out. I was not allowed to watch that in the theater, so. I've seen all the Star Wars movies, yes. I hated episode 1, 2, and 3. They were terrible. I wish they would have never been made. Jar Jar Binks makes me want to throw up and then swallow bleach.
Just be quiet. Don't speak.
Jeremy, which one do you want to
worst.
do next, bud?
But I like the new Star Wars movies. I think they're great. They're not the best movies ever, but I like them. They're good. That's right, Johnny.
Let's see.
You want to do another fertilizing?
I do watch the Netflix.
14?
Was it the what's it called? The
14?
what's the computerized cartoon one? I forget what it's called.
What about one?
Clone Wars.
Clone
and
Wars. Thank you.
Rebels.
Clone Wars.
One.
Almost
My-
is the coolest
yeah.
thing
My
ever.
personal favorite
that'll
Star
work.
Wars was actually Rogue One.
Yeah, I liked Rogue One.
I love
My
Rogue One.
favorite Star Wars is Empire, but Rogue One is like way.
Yeah, I think if I have to pick one, Empire Strikes Back.
How much fertilizer did you have left over, Jeremy?
2 will probably be
Oh
fine.
yeah, did not see that
Okay.
one in theater. Saw it though. But yes, I had I had all of the Star Wars toys.
All right, everything's there.
I still have my stuffed Ewoks, like the little
Oh,
Ewok
you got
babies.
Ewoks?
Yep, I had Ewok babies, but I had the Ewok Village. I had the AT-AT. I had X-wing fighter, Millennium Falcon. I just said Millennial Falcon. Can you believe that? I
Did you have one?
I ended up selling them on eBay when eBay first came out, and so Star Wars toys were like going for a premium back then, and I made I think like $5,000, and they were in bad shape, like they were played with. But now, like pristine stuff comes up, and they're really not that expensive anymore. Some of it still is, but
So my uncle had given me all of his old Star Wars toys, 70s ones.
yes,
And then back when you were talking about when they started becoming real popular, when the special editions came out, he came back and took them.
Oh, gosh.
oh yeah, I sold
Wow.
I sold all mine just before special edition came out, and I did that on purpose. And
Oh, yeah.
bought a real nice guitar and paid off a bunch of debt. But yeah, Yeah, but
Wow, what an uncle.
I agree, you dog man,
Wow.
but I also feel like George Lucas kind of lost direction, and that's why the like he had too much control. The reason why the first three were great was because there were other people involved, like including Steven Spielberg and like some of these other guys, and I feel like Lucas lost focus, and it made the movies cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't like Star Wars Battlefront, Johnny. I've tried to play those games. I'm not. Once again, I don't really like multiplayer shoot 'em ups. I'm not very fast, and so I just walk in and get killed. It's like playing Red Dead. That's why Moni and I quit playing Red Dead online, because it's like you just walk around and people kill you. And I'd rather play the game and enjoy it. But Battlefront's okay. Like I've played it before and I liked it, but I didn't love it. I played it for like a week and then gave up on it. I do like I played all the Jedi Knight games. The what was it called? Like with Kyle Katarn, Dark Forces,
Dark
and stuff
Forces,
like yeah,
Dark
like
Forces 2. Those were the
Yep.
first games I played online.
Jedi
Dark
Academy.
Forces 2 was the first one I played.
Okay. Yep, Dark Forces and Jedi Academy. I love those games. Are great. I love those games. A Quiet Place. I've never heard of that before.
It's the movie where people aren't allowed, like if they make noises,
They
some
can't
crazy
speak.
monsters will come out.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah, they
horrifying.
can't-
I don't know if I'd like that. I don't like horror movies. I don't even like.
It was directed and acted by Jim from The Office.
Really?
Yeah, and his wife played the wife in the movie, Emily Blunt.
Not Pam? What happened to Pam? Just kidding.
Oh, I know, right?
Timmy, you're still in the
How do you
lead.
give up Pam?
I know. Pammy cakes. Oh, Knights of the Old Republic. Yep.
Right.
Great game.
Pam and her Pam-Pams.
Pams.
Knights of the Old Republic. That was a great game.
John Kransky. Okay. Timmy, thank you so much, man.
Star Wars games were great until EA got a hold of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, then EA
Everything's
takes the
great.
exclusive license and makes 2 crappy games and nothing else comes out.
Yeah.
Everything's great until EA gets their hands on them.
Yep.
EA destroys everything.
I mean, Bethesda's getting their reputation of being not a nice company too right now. And that's-
Yeah.
This past year, like it seems like all of the really big game developers just all went retarded at the same time.
Seriously.
Yep.
Like everybody just went. With
It's
all of
because
everything.
they no longer care about making a great game.
They just wanna
It's
make money.
Just about how much
It's
money
about
can they
keeping
make
the
off.
shareholders happy who
Yeah.
don't play games.
They just they just can't push the game back. They got to get it out.
Now,
Gotta
Thomas.
make it earnings.
That's why we live in a generation where you make a game and you pay $60 for it, and it's not even complete because they come out with a billion DLC afterwards. to
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep those quarterly numbers up.
Right.
What do you want
EPS,
this
earnings
one
per
of?
share.
Thomas, don't come back for a while. Let me get this row done, and then I need to start cutting back and forth on the field so you can take a break. Actually,
Yeah, and then that's
I need to call it.
why you get multiplayer games that are pay to win, because you got to buy loot boxes and spend extra money on this.
Now, I'm going to have to get going, guys. So I'm going to park the tractor at the end. Thomas, if you want to take over plowing, you're welcome to. I'll leave the server on until, for another 2 or 3 hours if you guys want to keep playing.
Until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, whenever I remember to turn it off. JC, do you know how to shut it down? Oh, no, you
No.
don't. Never mind. I'll just do it. But I'll have to remember to do it when I go to bed. So, ladies and gentlemen, watching on Twitch and on YouTube, hopefully you guys enjoyed this exciting episode of Michigan Farm. And I hope you guys had fun being here, those guys that are playing. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next week, next Friday night for the Michigan Farm. And we'll then, I don't know, the following week we'll be off. But the next time I'll be streaming will be Monday. And we'll be doing The Sims 4. Have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help.